It's St. Patrick's Day weekend. Anybody celebrating? Is this like a HR for St. Patrick's Day celebrating kind of thing? No? Oh. You could have tied it in. You could have worn green. Could have been cute. Could have been cute. It is St. Patrick's Day weekend. I'm not a big St. Patrick's Day person, but I love the little shirts that they wear. You know, like Kiss Me, I'm Irish. You seen those? You know which ones I'm talking about? I love it. I think it's so cute. And I'm Mexican, so I'm like, God, I wish we could do that for like our holidays, you know, for like Cinco de Mayo. We could wear a shirt that says like, Kiss Me, I'm Mexican. But then I remember that's when we get pregnant, so we can't do that. Can't do that. I'm originally from Texas. I grew up there, and I grew up thinking that everybody was Mexican. Like, I didn't know there were other options. Did you guys? It blew my mind, dude. Somebody told me they were Spanish, and I was like, that's the language. What are you talking about? What? It was so wild, because in, like, Texas, we grow up with the same upbringing, right? Like, we all have quinceañeras, we eat tacos, we don't know our dad, like, we all have that same culture. So I just assumed everybody was Mexican, man. And in San Antonio, have anybody been there before? Cool, just me. Well, I'll educate you a bit. It's known as Military Town, USA, because we have, like, all the bases there, right? So growing up, we used to play a fun game, like, are they military or are they Mexican, you know? So it'd be like, oh, his nickname's Junior, military or Mexican, you know? They're asking for a discount everywhere they go, military or Mexican? But third option, there's always a bonus. Or, you know, if they're like a single parent with 4 kids under 4, you're like, ooh, military or Mexican? Which one is that? It was a fun game. Usually Mexican, that's where it goes, usually Mexican. Everybody always thinks I'm white in LA. As soon as I moved here, people were like, obviously, like, you look entitled, and, like, you say things like, I gotta skedaddle. Like, clearly you're white. And, like, it blew my mind, because I got here, and people just started talking to me about their chakras. And I was like, are you saying chanclas? What are you talking about right now? What is that? I got invited to Pilates. I thought they said paletas. Dude, I was not dressed for that occasion. It was like, this was confusing. Blew my mind. I try to be more Mexican, though. I really do. Like, I'll wear my hair curly. I wear hoop earrings because that's the uniform. You know? I say and shit at the end of my sentences, so, like, really keep it spicy. I even spent a night in jail once to really be a part of the culture, you know? Anybody else been to Club Jet Pop? Yeah, the Jessicas, of course. I did, and I spent one night in jail. It was just one, though, because I'm not that Mexican. I spent one night in jail. I got a DWI when I was in college. Dude, that shit was expensive, man. I do not recommend college at all. Oh, my God. Still paying for that mistake. Are you kidding me? Jail, on the other hand, not that bad. Not that bad. Like, yes, they take away your rights, your freedom, and your privacy, but, like, that's just being a woman in Texas, okay? Like, it felt like home to me. I was like, this is nice. This is cozy. Is Abbott here? This is great. I don't know. I did grow up in Texas with my mom and my 3 older siblings, which was great. Thank you, siblings. Yay. I did. My mom, and she raised us all by herself. She's Mexican, not military. She was a single mom, raised us. She got us all through high school, through college. Between the 4 of us, there's 6 master's degrees, which is, like, super impressive, right? For my 3 siblings who each have 2 master's degrees. Really great for them. Really good for them. But no, we all get along. I love my siblings. Like, I recently was just in New Jersey for 3 weeks, helping my sister out babysitting my 2-year-old nephew, which was super fun, dude. Like, I don't have kids of my own, but I'm like the Donald Trump of babysitting. Like, I am not qualified to do that job at all, by any means, but, like, people keep nominating me, so I keep showing up. I'm like, all right, I'll be there. I'm like, I don't know the rules, but let's just have some fun, right? That's, like, how we do it these days. I'm like, sure, things are going to be traumatic, but we'll deal with that later. We'll figure that out later, right? It did give me a glimpse of what my future life is going to be like. You know, living in the suburbs with kids, a nice house, being a single mom. I was like, that's the Mexican way. Like, I'm excited. You know, living off of child support and alimony, if I'm lucky. If I'm lucky, right? It was fun. I did learn that the number one thing you need to be a good babysitter, the key thing, is to be unemployed. That's the key thing you need to be a babysitter. Are you guys hiring? Only if it's... No, I don't want to work. Not yet. I am unemployed. I'm recently unemployed, and it's fine. My biggest complaint was that no one was sad for me. No one felt bad. I told my mom, and she was like, yeah, but you hated that job. And I was like, yeah, but I hated it the same way married women hate their husbands. Okay, like, yes, I'm gonna bitch and complain and cry, but I wasn't gonna leave. Like, I wasn't gonna leave. She was like, didn't you call your boss an asshole? I was like, only I can call them an asshole, okay? You don't know them like that, okay? We have a different relationship. And it's fine. People get worried. They're like, well, what are you gonna do for money now? You know, you gotta think about money. And I have it figured out, because I'm going to start getting residuals like actors do from all the guys that I've dated. Like, if you've seen me naked and thought about it after, pay me. Yeah. You know, like, if we've had sex and that's ever replayed in your head, like, I deserve some of that office residuals coming in, right? Like, you imagine the nudes that I sent people who still have it in their phone? Like, you don't have to delete it, dude. Just, like, send me a monthly Zelle. That'd be amazing. That'd be amazing. A residual, if you will, right? Now, I know the women are usually on board with that. They're like, we could do some residuals, we like that. But the men are always like, damn, that'd be a high bill. I'd have to start paying every week. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that. No, I know, and I know some people are like, nudes, I would never. And those people have dads, so that makes sense for them. That makes sense for them. Because they're like, Jessica, what if it ends up online? And then you can never do things like run for political office. And I'm like, babe, I have an arrest record and like a punch card to Planned Parenthood, dude. Like, that's not going to be the thing that takes me out. Are you kidding me? Come on. And they're like, okay, well, what if he passes it around and shows all of his friends? I'm like, I'm single and unemployed. Consider it a business card, okay? Please pass it around accordingly. Thank you. I need new clients. I am single right now. I know a table of ladies. Anybody single here? You guys got a good friend group if y'all are all in a relationship. My God. My friends, it's just, we're all single. It's the blind leading the blind out there, dude. I'm like, should I text him back? They're like, you should key his car. I'm like, where's that? This is not healthy. It's not good. All right, so you guys need one more friend. No, I am single. I don't mind it. It's fine. It's a fun season, right? I just hate the advice that people give you. Like, it's just so stupid. My mom, for example, her advice, she's like, you should go back to church. Maybe meet someone at church. And I'm like, I did grow up Catholic, so I will go on holy days of obligation. So, like, Christmas, Easter, when I'm late for my period, like, those are the days I'm going to pray. So I want a boyfriend, not a baby daddy, right? But, like, it's hard. Like, I genuinely do want a relationship. I want a husband, kids, divorce. I want the whole thing. I want all of it. It's just hard, like, because you got to trust in relationships, right? Like, y'all are married. You have to trust people. You have to trust your partner. And, like, that scares me because I had a friend. It's a story about me. I had a friend who dated a guy for 4 years. Still me. 4 years. He cheated on her. Me. Got the other girl pregnant. And then broke up with me. I mean, my friend, you know? Like, that's crazy. And it was at the beginning of the pandemic, too, when they were like, stay safe. He was like, I don't like condoms, no. They were like, do not come outside. And he was like, I only come inside, other women. Like, it's crazy, it's crazy. And my friends tell me, though, they're like, well, you gotta change the guys you date. You gotta switch it up. Like, maybe you should date more of like a CEO type, someone who drives a Tesla and knows the difference between affect and effect. Like, you know, someone who can spell Wednesday without saying Wednesday. Like, how about that guy? How about him? And I try, I really do. It's just like, the guys I date are the ones who join the military to help pay for college. But by college, they mean child support. Like, that's my guy. You know, ones, they don't have a Tesla, but they have BMWs, big Mexican weenies. That's my charmer. Ones drive old Honda Civics where the hood of the car is a different color than the rest of the car. Like, babe, that's my helpful Honda guy. I love that. There's just something about a guy getting out of a Tesla with a suit that I'm like, oh, you probably signed the back of your credit card. Gross. Yeah. But like a guy with a baseball hat and a gold chain getting off the bus, babe, that's my guy. I'm like, that's hot. Economical. You probably recycle too. All right, I gotta skedaddle, you guys. My name is Jessica Alanis. Y'all have been fantastic. Keep it going for yourself.